All right, once again, fret not about the condition of my skin. It's about to be covered up anyway, but we're in chemical Peelville. I paid for this injury, actually, so. Anyway, yeah, so lately I've been getting a lot of savings sets and things like that that are coming out for the holidays, and I get them in PR. And I'm not usually a big fan of value sets because they tend to be full of minis, but I think that these are all full size. So I wanted to unbox them with you today, do my makeup with them, and also, in lieu of taking questions for this Get Ready With Me, I have 2 advent calendars that I'm gonna unbox as we go. One is from bareMinerals and one is from Typology, and I don't know what's in here. You obviously don't know what's in here, and we're gonna find out together. So let's go ahead and jump in. bareMinerals not only is packaging up stuff like full sized, but they came out, I wanna say they came out with a new palette for this. This is the Cozy Chalet. They came out with a bunch of stuff, but this is the one that they sent me. This is the Mineralist Cozy Chalet palette, and this is really giving me Aether vibes, the way that it has the elastic that goes around it, and then it actually slides out like that. I don't know why it does that. I guess for recycling purposes, but still interesting. So I'm gonna be using that today. And they sent over, this is 2 setting powders. I think it's just 2 of the same one. So this is a $34 value, sorry, it's $34 and it's a $60 value. Yep, they're both just translucent mineral setting powders, so that's cool. I also got one from Mercier that is the Flawless Encounter Translucent Loose Setting Powder and Puff. This is a $40 box, $55 value. I've never used, I don't think, at least not a full size. I might have tried like a sample of it, but a Laura Mercier loose powder, and I mean, it's just one of those iconic ones, you know, like everybody talks about it as like a benchmark by which all other setting powders are measured. So yeah, excited to dip into that possibly. And it came with a cutie little puff. It's like a luxury puff, fam. That's a good one. I've got some other stuff here, but I am going to start with the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. Now, I know that with the current condition of my skin, mattifying is not necessarily the most intuitive sounding thing. It's like it needs moisture. So I'm hoping that by mattifying, they just mean that it's going to blur, because I could really use a little bit of that right now. I've never tried this before, so this came also in PR. It has a smell. What is that smell? If that's alcohol, I don't think I want this on my face. Is that gonna sting? No. Okay, it kind of smells like plants. I couldn't recognize the smell because it's very verdant. What is that smell? It's wild. What does it have in it? I don't know. I'll look up the ingredients and I'll put it on the screen if I figure it out, because it's a very specific smell. And because of the condition of my skin, I'm going to now zoom through using my Sublimage from Chanel because it's really nice and moisturizing, but y'all have seen it like, what, 6 or 7 times in the last 2 weeks at this point, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's looking worse for the wear. All this is about to peel off. I'm honestly so psyched, but I do want to let y'all know, like, my esthetician gave me permission to wear makeup. She's like, you can. It's just not gonna look very good, but you can. I'm gonna throw on my concealer also. I don't think that there are going to be any complexion products in any of the mystery doors in my advent calendar, just because, you know, that wouldn't be a very equal opportunity object to put in an advent calendar because they don't know who they're selling to. Wouldn't be a very good skin tone match, you know? So Milk, also, they sent a bunch of stuff that I already had, but they sent their bronzer in Shapeshift, and I have no idea what that color is going to look like, if that's their dark one, because I don't know, I can't remember. I think it's called Time Travel. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, but it's pretty. Maybe I'll wear that. I don't know. Let's unbox something real quick. Let's unbox a few things. Day 6, which was already open, we have the bareMinerals Ageless 10% Phytoretinol Night Concentrate. And while this is, I don't know if this is a full size, it's a fluid ounce. It might be full size. Pureness Gel Cleanser. I'm gonna leave that in there. That's what I'm gonna do. Coconut and Prickly Pear Gel Cleanser. So that's cool. Oh, there it is. I was like, anybody home? Door number 1, but it fell back. Ew, I don't think this is a color I have yet in this. So this is the Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm in Love. This is a very, very pretty formula. The other one, the first lip gloss that they did, I think, the Gen Nude, is like the stickiest thing in the world. Oh, look at that mauve. What a pretty color. That's That's a good kind of jumping off point for the makeup today. I'm not sure how many lip glosses I'm gonna put on today because I don't know how many there are. I know that there are 2 more from Laura Mercier that are in the box. All right, we have the Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Serum. I love the Long Life line. It's awesome. There's that. That's 3. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. All right, we have, ooh, an eyeliner. This is the Mineralist eyeliner in Onyx Black. So you'll know I'm not much of a black eyeliner or mascara person, but you know, maybe this will push me out of my comfort zone today if we manage to get that on my eyeballs. So more to come. Let's use that bronzer that's probably the wrong shade for me. Let's give it a shot. If y'all have watched my channel before, you know how much I love the Bionic formula for the bronzer and the blush and their highlighter, the Bionic Glow, because it dries down, but it's got the most beautiful kind of like glossy finish, and it's really unique. That's beautiful. My skin is just eating it. It's just going, it's like emollient's who. Just right in that hairline, khaki. Really? Yeah, it's pretty red. I feel like that's going to lend itself really well to deeper skin tones. I mean, not always, but it's going to look less red, probably, you know, because it won't be so pale behind it. This is getting quite exaggerated already, mainly because I already have a colored lip on, which is not typically how I roll. Hindash Color Fluid and Carve, we are not. All right, do we have any blushes in the lineup today? What are you? You are, ooh, this is the bronzer in Warmth. Things could get really, really bronze around here before too long. Number 5. Ooh, an eye color. Interesting. This is like a loose powder eye color. I didn't even know that they made those. Well, that's the lid to something and that terrifies me. Oh, no, it's not. This is a mini lipstick in Honesty. That's pretty. I'm thinking we're not gonna get a blush in this arrangement. Maybe we'll go straight to eyes because that'll help me decide where we're gonna go with blush, you know? And I'm not really sure if the Typology ones are going to have just skincare or if they also have some makeup in them, but we'll see. Yeah, that's looking a little patchy because it's pretty deep. The contrast is, it's contrasting. Let's start with this. I'm actually gonna start with an eye primer because I just typically do. I'm gonna start with the Kaleidos Tone Activator here, just a little tiny bit. By the way, thank you to everyone who decided to become a member to watch the vlogs. I made it the lowest price you possibly could. So it's 99 cents to join, and it's just basically so that it's just the people who want to be there, you know? I just don't want to like trouble other people and like clog their feet up with stuff they don't want to watch. But also I understand that there is a demand for the vlogs and there are just people who want a little bit more. So I appreciate y'all. And there's a join button on desktop. Mobile is acting kind of funny about memberships, and so now I'm including a link in all of my video description boxes where you can go and become a member by clicking that link. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Okay, because this is the color of the lip, and I'm not sure if that's gonna stay the color of the lip. I don't know. Let's just feel this out. Start with something fluffy here. So this is the 201, and I'm gonna start with Cashmere because I mean, that is just like the most perfect, like, cool tone, transition shade, natural looking shadow on fair skin kind of color that there is. I feel like bareMinerals is underrated. Especially because, I don't know, I mean, they're not like drugstore price, but they do manage to keep their prices, I feel like, within the realm of sanity, especially for what you're getting. And I've just never met a bareMinerals formula, aside from that Gen Nude lip gloss. It was the stickiest thing I've ever used. But mostly just things that are very easy to use, formulas that make a lot of sense, things that you can really rely on. And they've just kind of never made a big deal out of, you know, having clean ingredients or whatever. I feel like they never really jumped on the sensationalist wagon there. By the way, y'all, I want to clarify, if it's not evident by the fact that I usually take my headband off like mid-video, this is purely for aesthetics. I don't necessarily recommend buying Lily Sadoogie headbands at the like clip that I do. I love having visual interest kind of from the neck up for the sake of thumbnails and, you know, just your viewing pleasure, but headbands pinch. I don't know if anybody is immune to that. I have a gigantic gigantic head, especially like the rear half of it. And so yeah, I'm not immune to it either. I just wanted to let you all know that, just for full disclosure purposes. All right, I do want to kind of like lean into this purple. Like I don't really want to go yellow, you know? I think that like we can go, like what if I do that purple? Is that gonna look wild? It's gonna look a little wild, but I think that we can swing it. That's pretty. Picks up on your finger really well. I think we'll be able to kind of maintain that purple energy without it just totally taking over. Okay, where to next? I think that that's a little odd that there's that purple and really not a whole lot of other places to go, but we're gonna go with Clove right here, this deeper brown. I'm just gonna work that onto my outer corner and blend that into the crease. I've never used a bareMinerals eyeshadow, I don't think. I've had the bareMinerals Bounce and Blur eyeshadow, which I love, but I don't think I've ever used a powder eyeshadow from them, and I'm impressed. It's very like soft, you know what I mean? Like on the skin, it feels like it's going on really softly, but not in that like it's getting everywhere, fluffing around kind of way. But it's pretty medium pigment. I feel like it's very beginner friendly in that sense, because, you know, it's not stamping anywhere. I feel like it does move around pretty easily. I'm gonna take Butterscotch. Maybe I'll take Snuggled. I think Snuggled is gonna be better, unless, because like, you see how Butterscotch has that yellow to it? I don't want that caramel kind of color to look really yellow in contrast to the purple on my eyes. So we're gonna stay in this kind of like pink territory. I think that that's going to be a lot safer. They have a shade in here called Copper Flash. I can't help but think like if I ever named a shade Copper, I'd have to make the implication about my dog's name being Copper. And the main thing that I call him for whatever reason is Coppercino. And I think that I would make a beautiful copper brown with like a shift to it and call it Coppercino. Wouldn't that be cool? It would be like the ultimate bedroom eyes color. Coppercino. So there is a satin version of this color called Glimmer, and I'm gonna use that on my finger and just kind of pull that. Ooh boy, she has payoff. Interesting. Not that the other ones didn't, but I was just kind of expecting it to be sheer, and it's not. It's like very rewarding. Pretty, 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 pretty. I'm gonna take something kind of small and flat, you know, like that, like a 204. And I'm gonna pick up some more of the purple, I guess? Or do I wanna use Copper Flash? Let's use Copper Flash, why not? And just blend those two together. I don't really think that the copper did anything, but. I'm not getting excitement here. I want glitter, I want excitement. So these are very, I would say, tame. There are no wild shifts or anything, but I'm gonna work a little more of that purple on, just because I want the purple of it all. I feel like we're losing it a little. That Glimmer shade was glimmerier than I expected, which no complaints. Just, you know, this is my first time doing this eye look. Use something a little bit fluffier. My fave, the 209. Just blur the lines a little. I'm gonna take a little more of Clove and really pack it in my lash line here. I feel like I thought my lips were mauve and now I feel like they're pink because my eyes are so purple. I'm just gonna like take Copper Flash and put it all the way over the top. Not that you have to match all the time, but like, I just feel like that purple is, yeah, there we go. It's just a little extreme. It's just an odd choice to have that purple with kind of nowhere else to go in the palette. Blendy, blendy. I feel pretty incomplete without any kind of like shimmer on my eyeballs, like something, you know? I just wonder, like there's bubbly, But still, they're all, even like the most impactful ones are still satins. So I'm gonna take that on a little baby brush and just work it on my inner corner, very, very small area right here. I feel like if this is for you, it's for you. Like you already know by looking at it. You're like, yay, some really beautifully boring makeup, but like, it's fine. Like it's well performing. And the color story is a little odd. I just feel like we like lose our way kind of in these purples and like bright yellows. It's an odd choice. Okay, so taking a little bit of that copper flash color, going underneath my eyes with it. Looking a little bit sick. Maybe not in like a good way. Take a little bit of Currant, which is the purple. This is a strange palette. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use like the purple eyeliner in my like lower lash line or maybe a copper one just to kind of bring this together because this is weird. This looks really weird. And I guess I am gonna go with butterscotch. I don't know, y'all. This is just going kind of sideways, but I want some opacity up here because I feel like I just have this like socket moment happening. I mean, it's doing something. I'm just not sure what. Maybe it's because I don't have any blush on yet, but like this is a very odd eye look, is it not? I don't hate it. Like the proportions are okay, it's just odd. About to grab that YSL sequin shadow and just smack it all over everything because this is just very, very strange looking. All right, let's blush. That might really help with things. Maybe we'll start with this bronzer. I've never used one of their like loose powder bronzers, so this is from bareMinerals. Oh, we need to unbox some stuff, huh? This is like a perfectly chaotic video if, you know, that's what you come to my channel for. So Typology sent this over and it's just absolutely beautiful and it weighs like 10 pounds. It's wildly heavy. So, oh boy, a boy, Khaki, you're doing a terrible job. You're a terrible influencer. Hold, please. Yes, Khaki, that was your one job, to hold the product. This is called the 10. It's like a 10 ingredient or 9 ingredient face moisturizer. I've used this before and it's lovely. I need that right now. Gotta bring it back on the rails. All right, 14, we have Lab 2003. What is this? This is a face moisturizer with 4% zinc, PCA, and bamboo extract. Cool. All their stuff comes in these beautiful aluminum apothecary looking things. I love the aesthetic of the brand. What is like this really big one? This one's number 24. Ooh, this is their vitamin C serum. I use this. I love this. Ooh, the eye cream with Q10 and 1% prickly pear oil. Lip balm, the 9 ingredient lip balm. Number 12. A blush! Yay! Okay, so it's just because I want to put blush on right now. This is the Tinted Balm in Ruby Red, which is going to be a little wild with this. Not exactly my ideal shade. Number 21, the Plant 4001. This is their, ooh, it's a mask with charcoal and nettle. Stick that right in my pocket. Don't want to forget about that. I love a charcoal mask. Certainly not for right now, but when I'm breaking out, heck yes. Let's go number 18. Another blush, yay, this is Dusty Pink. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do those and then I'm gonna open one more tall one in hopes that it is also a blush, but it probably is not. I think there are just 2 blushes in here, just judging by what I've seen thus far. Nope, it's another one. All right, with powder pink, excellent. Actually, I did say I was gonna do the bareMinerals bronzer first, so. Wish me luck. I just don't know if that shade is going to work for me. We're gonna do it on something really loose, she said, not knowing where a loose brush might be found. Oh, wow. Swirl and tap, right? Swirl and tap. Moving right along. I think we'll call this video Advent Calendars. Pick my makeup. I think that's all the bronzer I need today. I think I've really run out of luck on bronzer. today. Let's do some really pretty blushing, hopefully. So these are their kind of like multi-purpose balms, and they're beautiful. Typology is priced really well too. Pull this back on the rails, someone do a prayer for me. That's better. This is also really good because my skin is so dry that like I can feel the brush kind of grabbing because my skin is literally like drinking up any balminess that's in there. Yes, 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 give it to me. That's a lot better. Like with the eye look and everything, I don't look quite so rabid. And I guess we have to do ruby red. I don't hate this at all. Usually red is like not a shade I wear very well, but this one happens to be a very pretty version of red. Like, not that other ones are ugly, I just don't wear candy apple red very well, and this one is really sheer and just provides a really nice natural looking warmth. I was actually very, very pleasantly surprised when I first tried it. This is looking extremely unblended at the moment. Oh boy, but did that help. Your girl needed that. Okay, we gotta do something about my eyes. Let's unbox a few more things from bareMinerals. Maybe we'll just finish this out and see if there's any more makeup to be had in here. What are you? I think it's a mascara. Ah. Nope, 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 nope. It is Optimism Lipstick. I don't need to look any more deranged, okay? Not that that is a deranged color in and of itself, but like a bright lip would take this into territory where I don't know if I could work my way out of it. We do have some stuff from Rare Beauty also, and some Laura Mercier lip glacé duos. So another, this is like a liquid eyeliner. From Rare Beauty and their mascara. I don't really think I should open this because I already have the mascara and I have absolutely no intention of using a liquid eyeliner. This one says it is $28 for a $56 value, and that is these cutie little lip gloss. Wow, those are full size. Those are full size lip glosses. Whoa, I love that one. Ooh, that's so pretty. They both are. Ah, a mini of the Maximus Mascara. I have the full size, so I don't need to open that. And finally, number 8 is a phytoretinol eye cream. So that exhausts the bareMinerals box. All done there. We can open some more Typology after I do all my other stuff here. So let's see what this eye color from them looks like. Or maybe not, because they think that my fingers are child size. What are you? Ooh, she pretty. Okay, it's just kind of a really nice, very finely milled champagne color, like that. And like, that's nice and everything, but I'm looking for glitter, dadgummit. Oh well, I think that's the closest we're gonna get. It's just not, it's not giving. I had some family in town last night, and my uncle's wife came in here and got a chance to like look at a bunch of my makeup and stuff, and I helped her pick out some gifts for her daughter, my step cousin, essentially, my cousin. And she's really, that improved things a lot because it just looks a lot more blended. But yeah, she likes colorful makeup, and I wanted to recommend something very luxurious. So can you guess in the comments what I recommended? Because I don't want to say it in case she watches. But I bet veterans of my channel can guess. All right, normally I would just step off to do all of my like eyeliner and everything, but I mean, this whole situation really threw the gauntlet down, didn't it? First and foremost, I'm gonna take this Sephora purple colorful eyeliner and I'm gonna put that in my waterline. This has been like my new favorite thing lately, is having my waterline match. And it's like definitely enabled me to be using a lot more of my colorful eyeliners because, you know, if they're long wearing, they wear really well in the waterline. And a green really, really helps set off a green eye look, or a copper really sets off a copper eye look kind of thing. Maybe I'll also pull the copper one out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of using a black eyeliner today, so let's start with the bareMinerals one. Oh, that's awful looking, Khaki. Come on, come on. This one's real slidey. That's not in a bad way, it's just I'm not prepared. Black is just, it's so black. I do not like black eyeliner on me. I'm going to use some brown to just kind of offset that because I just think that it looks bad. Ooh, copper. I like that even better in my waterline. I like the copper better than the purple. Yeah, I've become this person who just like luxuriates in using a bunch of different eyeliner colors. Like, who is she? It's like if someone just introduces the art supplies to my collection, I just cannot help but use them. It's very strange. It's the opposite of my object impermanence issue. It's like once it's in my mind palace, it won't leave. Now, that has potential. So this is a Wava Flash from LH Cosmetics, and it's like a shimmery brown. I think that that's gonna kind of like help break the line up without losing the impact. It's gonna just blur it a little. Like, what in the heck color is on my eye? I feel like it doesn't have like a main unifying idea. It's just this like blobby purple copper thing. I don't know. It's really weird. It's really, really weird looking. I don't know. Let's put on some brows. Since I have black eyeliner on, we can go ahead and use black mascara as well. I do like the Maximus Mascara. I'm just going to grab my already open one. Holy potatoes, look at the size of that brush. I used this like twice and then put it back for like 4 months, so please don't give me an eye infection. Eye makeup gods. Hello, 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 hello. Ah. See, that's a really, really pretty mascara. It's great. Look at my long chaotic lashes. It makes me happy. Milk did send me their clear brow gel, which I've never used, and I like their regular Kush brow gel, so let's try the clear. I am always a fan of a good clear brow gel. I've hardly met one I didn't like. It has a pleasant smell to it. It smells like melons. I am feeling very unlike myself at the moment. I cannot figure out what this eye look wanted to do. It's not bad, but it's weird. I think maybe it needs like this brandy shade now that I'm seeing it all on. Let me just go silent here and try and fix this. All right, my camera died while I was like mid hyper concentration trying to remedy this situation. I think that it's mainly like just trying to diagnose why I don't feel like myself. I think it's just this lack of warmth. This eyeshadow palette really threw me for a loop today. All right, I'm gonna use my Gucci bronzer because I think it's gonna help. That is the reason. It is because I think and I hope that it is going to help. And then I will probably like pull out a little bit of powder maybe? I don't know. I think it had a lot to do with also like how contrasty the bronzer was. You know, it's like it's not being able to like bridge the gap. And so I also think that one of the answers is this. This is the Dior Rosy Glow in pink, and it just tends to wake things up in a cool direction. Yeah, this is just gonna look muddy because my skin is literally muddy underneath, so it was never going to be ideal, was it? But I'm certainly not pleasantly surprised. Yeah, and I'm going to grab a little bit of that Laura Mercier lip gloss that thrilled me. Where did it go? And this is in the shade Starlight, and I think it looks really pretty. Oh, it smells lovely, like a warm vanilla cupcake. I've had one of these before, I think. Not this color. It's glossy. God, there is literally only one thing left to do here, and that is spray the heck out of my face with Fix Plus Magic Radiance. Send help for my skin. It's gonna be okay. Normally, or maybe not even normally, lately, I don't know, I guess I've gotten used to ending videos by being really stoked, like pleasantly stoked. And it might have led me into a false sense of security of just being like, oh wow, you know, maybe I'm just really like good at doing makeup now. And so everything just really like tends to go as planned. or even better than planned kind of thing. Well, that was just not the case today. And I mean, sure, my complexion looked bad to start with, but it's not, that doesn't explain the eye look, okay? And I don't think that, you know, the eye look is the worst thing that I've ever done, but this is a reviews channel, right? And so I want to start by talking about how this color story is just a little bit off. Like, I could absolutely see, with the exception of this one and this one, how that is a color story that makes perfect sense. But then they included this purple and they included this yellow, and I didn't use the yellow today, but that purple threw the whole thing off the rails right out of the gate. That and using the wrong color of the milk bronzer. It's no fault of those products necessarily, but I do think that this Cozy Chalet is an interesting set of choices. It's an interesting set of choices. It goes back in its little home like this. Like, I don't think anybody's going to hate this if they get it for, you know, the holidays or whatever, but of all of the eyeshadow palettes that are on the market, I mean, it doesn't really deliver on excitement, but it does deliver on a little bit of disorientation and confusion. But I think that we managed to make lemonade today. Lemon meringue pie. I also think that, like, we're working with a bunch of things that are very contrasty that I don't typically do. Black eyeliner, black mascara, dark bronzer, things like that. So it was a little harder for me to kind of keep it on the rails, and it's a little weird looking. It's just a little weird looking. It's a wash my face situation. So yeah, as far as the bareMinerals stuff, I mean, I think that the advent calendar is fun if you're into a lot of anti-aging skincare. It's definitely got that. And you know, that might make it worth it. There are still so many of these boxes from Typology that I haven't opened yet, just because they're not gonna be makeup. You know what I mean? Like, they don't do a whole lot of makeup, and the rest are like complexion products. They might actually have their, let me see if they put their lip oils in here. This would probably be the shape. Yeah, there are some of the lip oils. This is Coral Orange, which honestly wouldn't not be a vibe today. I've worn it before in a video and it's lovely. Do something. Goes with my headband. Their lip oils are lovely. The formula is really pretty. And it's so much product. It's like literally like a bottle of nail polish. That kind of changed the whole thing. Brought out the redness in my cheeks, like in a good way. I don't know, y'all. I could sit here and fuss and fidget with this all day long because these colors are just disagreeing with each other, but it is mainly a take it off and start over type situation, so. Anyway, yeah, I think that these are all, you know, very interesting, good little stocking stuffers, and everything, like I said, that I used today that was sent to me either for the holidays, and many of the things that were in the advent calendars are full size. So I think that that really adds to the value. I also, since I did my Magic Radiance, I might have some room for powder here. A little tiny bit of the Laura Mercier, because I apparently never know when to stop. And I will grab my 108 and experience the legendary Laura Mercier powder. Yep, that is quite lovely. That was the wrong place to put it because I just soaked it right up, but that's okay. So yeah, maybe it's fun for y'all to watch me kind of try and pivot and problem solve, and we haven't done one of those in a while, so hopefully this was at least fun for y'all to watch. And it is interesting to me to see like what brands put in their advent calendars, because, you know, obviously you want to make it exciting, but you also want to make it equal opportunity. I think that these are both really lovely, and I want to thank all the companies for sending me these really cool things. So thank you to bareMinerals, to Milk Makeup, to Typology, Laura Mercier, and Rare Beauty for sending me so many awesome goodies. And I hope you'll enjoy this. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, you should probably subscribe if you haven't already, and you can watch the next video right here. I've picked it out just for you, and I hope you enjoy. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.